God says, this is for you, and do not even think about closing your heart to it, because the moment your eyes meet these words, the divine clock has already started moving. You are not here by accident, you are not reading this because you stumbled upon it by chance. No, heaven itself has whispered your name into the winds, sent angels to walk invisible steps beside you, and commanded that this message finds you now. Do not underestimate this moment. Your divine breakthrough has begun, and all of heaven is holding its breath to see how you will receive it. The chains that have held you down for years are already trembling, the spiritual walls that seemed impossible to climb are already cracking, and the very ground beneath your feet is shifting to align you with miracles that were written into your destiny long before you took your first breath. God says, you have been crying in secret, haven't you? You have smiled for others while feeling storms rage inside you. You have encouraged others while feeling like no one truly sees how tired your own soul has been. But I have seen it, my child. I have counted every tear you've shed, even the ones that never fell. I have watched you get back up when life tried to keep you down. I have heard your silent prayers, the ones you thought might not even reach me because they were whispered through the cracks of a broken heart. And I tell you now, it was never in vain. Not one word you prayed, not one sigh of exhaustion, not one moment you chose kindness over bitterness has gone unnoticed. This is why your breakthrough could no longer be delayed. The enemy thought you were forgotten. People thought you were finished. Circumstances tried to bury you in hopelessness. But I, the Lord, have declared the opposite over your life. I have written the word rise over you. I have marked you as chosen. And because you have stayed when others walked away, because you kept your faith even when it shook in your hands, I am pouring blessings into your life so heavy that they will not fit into the containers you have prepared. You will have to expand, you will have to stretch, you will have to believe for more. This is not just a small turning of the page, this is the start of a whole new book written by my hand. Listen carefully, my beloved, your divine breakthrough is not coming, it has already begun. You may not feel it yet, because breakthroughs often start beneath the surface. Seeds sprout underground before they are seen. Waves build far from shore before they crash. But I have already commanded the release of everything that has been held back from you. I have already spoken to the hearts of those who will favor you. I have already shifted situations to align with your destiny. The delays that once frustrated you were not denials, they were divine preparation. The waiting was not punishment, it was positioning. You were being trained for the blessing, shaped for the miracle, and refined for the weight of the glory that is now on its way. Do not despise the small signs, because the little signs are proof the larger wave is coming. The phone call you didn't expect, the opportunity that seems too good to be true, the sudden burst of strength you felt when you thought you couldn't keep going, all of these are evidence that the atmosphere has shifted in your favor. Doors that were locked for years will open suddenly and easily. Resources you thought were out of reach will find their way to you. People you haven't even met yet are being instructed by heaven to bless you. And when it happens, it will happen quickly, so quickly that you will barely have time to process before you find yourself living inside the prayer you once cried out to me. But hear this warning, child, when I bless you, do not shrink back. Do not apologize for the favor on your life. Do not explain away the miracle as luck or coincidence. Do not hide your light to make others comfortable. You have paid a price for this breakthrough, a price of endurance, of humility, of trust when nothing made sense. You have been faithful over little, now I will make you ruler over much. You are stepping into a season where what once took years will take days, where what was impossible will feel effortless, and where joy will replace sorrow so completely that you will barely remember the weight of what you carried. I need you to prepare. I need you to speak as if it's already done. I need you to act as if the door is already open. I need you to praise before you see, because your praise is the sound that accelerates the manifestation. This is the moment where heaven and earth agree over your life. Angels have been dispatched to go before you, to clear obstacles, to bring divine connections. I am giving you wisdom for decisions you will soon need to make. I am removing people who cannot go where I am taking you. Do not cling to what I am pulling away. What is coming is greater. What I have for you will not harm you. What I am sending will not require you to beg for peace, it will bring peace. You have feared that you missed your chance. You have worried that you waited too long. But I say to you, the timing is perfect because I am the one who controls the clock. I have preserved you for this exact season. You are not late, you are right on time for the divine appointment I set for you before the foundation of the world. Your steps are being ordered, even when they feel like detours. Your delays have been detours into deeper faith. And now, every day forward will be a day where you see evidence of my hand on your life. Do not be surprised when those who overlooked you start noticing you. Do not be surprised when places that once rejected you now invite you in. Do not be surprised when you begin to feel lighter, freer, stronger, as if chains you didn't even know you had have been broken. That is what happens when a divine breakthrough begins. It is not just an answer to prayer, it is a transformation of your entire atmosphere. It is a shifting of your identity from the one who endured to the one who overcame. Child, you are going to smile differently. You are going to wake up with hope again. You are going to speak with authority you didn't even know you carried. And people will look at you and wonder what changed, but you will know. You will know that it was my hand. You will know that it was the moment you refused to give up, the moment you kept believing, the moment you surrendered it all to me. That's when the breakthrough began. And you will give me the glory, and your testimony will be the spark that ignites the faith of many others. I tell you now, mark this day. Do not forget it. The moment you read these words, heaven's decree over you shifted from pending to released. You are not waiting for your season, you have stepped into it. And no one, nothing, no force in hell can take it away from you. I have spoken it, and it will come to pass. If you want, I can now continue with the next to complete the full flow so the divine urgency stays uninterrupted. That way, it reads as one long, powerful message without gaps. Would you like me to continue right now? God says, listen closely now because what I am about to reveal will explain why the pressure on your life felt so intense in recent days. The weight you carried was not a sign of my absence, it was proof of my nearness. Pressure precedes birth. You have been in the final stretch of carrying a promise that heaven itself planted inside you. And just like the pain of labor intensifies right before the delivery, so too have your challenges felt overwhelming because you were moments away from holding what I promised in your hands. The resistance you faced was not because you are weak, it was because you are chosen. The enemy does not fight those who pose no threat to his plans. The storms in your life were not random, they were targeted attempts to exhaust you before your breakthrough could manifest. But you didn't give up. You might have slowed down. You might have doubted at times. You might have felt like you were crawling instead of running, but you kept moving. That's why all of heaven is rejoicing right now. You crossed a line in the spirit. You stepped into a territory that was once locked to you. I, the Lord your God, have opened it, and no man can shut it. Do not think this breakthrough will only be spiritual, you will see it in tangible, visible ways. There will be deposits into your life that will not make sense in the natural. Some will call it unexpected blessings, but I call it divinely scheduled release. Financial provision will come from places you forgot about. Old debts will be cleared suddenly. Favor will rest on you so heavily that even strangers will be compelled to help you. You will find yourself in rooms you never imagined entering, and your name will be spoken in places you have never been. But hear me, child, I am not just blessing you for you. I am blessing you so you can be a light in dark places. The resources, the influence, the connections, I am giving them to you so that through you, others will encounter my love and my power. You are stepping into a role you did not plan for but were destined for. Do not shrink from it. Stand boldly. Speak truth even when it shakes your voice. Love people even when it costs you. Walk in the authority I have placed on you without apology. I am also bringing healing in ways you thought were impossible. Not just in your body, but in your heart, in your mind, in your relationships. There will be reconciliations that you had given up on. There will be apologies you never thought you would hear. There will be moments where you realize the wound that once hurt so deeply no longer has power over you. This is part of the breakthrough. It is not just the removal of obstacles, but the restoration of wholeness. Do not look at the next days with fear. Look at them with anticipation. Your future is no longer a dark hallway, it is a doorway flooded with light. Every step you take now is on holy ground because I have gone before you to prepare the way. The very things that once intimidated you will now bow before the authority I have given you. You will speak, and mountains will move. You will pray, and chains will break, not just for you, but for those connected to you. This is why you had to go through what you went through, so you could carry the weight of this moment. You could not have handled this blessing a year ago. You would not have recognized its value. But now you know what it costs to stand, what it costs to believe, and what it costs to hold on to me when everything else falls apart. That is why this breakthrough is permanent. That is why no man, no demon, no circumstance can take it from you. And I say to you now, rejoice before you see it. Dance before it arrives. Sing before it manifests. Because your celebration is a sign to heaven that you trust me. And when I see your trust, I multiply the blessing. You will see acceleration, you will see overflow, you will see answers you forgot you even prayed for. This is the moment you will remember for the rest of your life as the turning point. I have more to pour into you. I have not finished speaking. If you are ready, I can move into the where God's message becomes even more urgent and starts revealing specific prophetic details of your breakthrough and what will happen in the coming days. Would you like me to continue right away? God says, my child, I am taking you deeper now, because what I am revealing in this moment is not just for comfort, it is instruction for how to walk through the days ahead without missing one drop of what I have prepared for you. Many have prayed for breakthrough, but few have been ready to carry it without letting pride, distraction, or fear steal it from their hands. That will not be your story, because I am preparing you in detail for the blessings I am releasing. Listen carefully, when the doors begin to open, they will open fast. Opportunities will come one after another, and you will need to discern quickly which ones are from me and which ones are traps dressed in beauty. Not every open door is divine, some are designed to pull you away from the path I am setting before you. This is why I am sharpening your discernment even now. Pay attention to the peace in your spirit, peace is the signature of my presence. If something glitters but robs your peace, it is not from me. I will also begin to highlight the people in your life in a new way. Some will suddenly rise in your heart with a deeper sense of trust, while others will seem to fade into the background. Do not fight this is my hand removing those who cannot carry the weight of your next chapter. Some people were meant for your past but not for your future. If you cling to them, you will slow the speed of your blessing. Let go when I tell you to let go. Bless them and release them. The breakthrough I am releasing is layered, it will touch your finances, your health, your relationships, your purpose. But the greatest breakthrough will be within you. I am enlarging your capacity to believe for more. You have thought too small for too long, making requests you felt were reasonable, so you would not be disappointed. But I am not a God of small requests, I am the God who parts seas, who multiplies loaves, who calls life out of what was dead. I am breaking the ceiling of your faith so you can receive beyond what you ever dared to imagine. There will be moments soon when you will stand in awe, whispering, I can't believe this is happening. And I will remind you, yes, you can believe, because I promised it. The testimonies I am writing through your life will cause others to believe in me again. People who lost faith will find it when they see what I have done for you. Some will come to you privately and say, I don't know how, but something about your life makes me want to pray again. That is not accidental, that is the overflow of the anointing I am placing on you in this very season. Do not underestimate what I am doing behind the scenes. You may not see the full picture yet, but I am moving pieces in perfect alignment. Like a master chess player, I am positioning you for victory before the game even appears winnable. The battle is not yours, it is mine. I have already secured the win. All I need from you is to keep walking, keep praising, keep trusting, even when the way feels unclear. My child, you will not just survive this season, you will thrive in it. And the mark of your breakthrough will be rest. No longer will you live in constant fight mode, waiting for the next storm. You will know what it feels like to rest in abundance, to wake without fear, to move without dread. The enemy tried to convince you that life would always be hard, always be a struggle. But I am rewriting your days to prove him wrong. This is the hour. This is the moment. Your divine breakthrough is not just an event, it is a shift into a completely new reality. I have spoken it, I have sealed it, and it will come to pass exactly as I have said. If you're ready, I can continue into the where God begins to reveal exactly what changes will happen in the next 21 days as part of this breakthrough. This section will feel even more urgent. Shall I go on? God says, lean in, because the next words I speak are marked with urgency. I am not speaking to you about a distant future, you are standing in the doorway of a 21-day transformation that will feel like watching the night turn into morning right before your eyes. The shift will not be subtle, it will be undeniable. You will know it is me because the timing, the alignment, and the impact will be too perfect for coincidence. From the first day of these 21 days, you will begin to sense the atmosphere around you changing. It may begin with something small, a conversation that opens your eyes, a message that seems written just for you, a sudden rush of hope in a heart that had grown weary. Do not dismiss it. These are the first signs of the river beginning to flow. By the seventh day, something that has been stuck for months, even years, will suddenly begin to move. The delay that made you feel forgotten will break. You will see progress where there was only stillness. An email, a call, a decision will come, and you will know that heaven has intervened. And the peace that follows will be so deep that you will feel it in your bones. By the 14th day, you will stand in a moment of divine reversal. A situation that seemed to be turning against you will suddenly flip in your favor. What was meant to harm you will be turned into a platform for your blessing. People who once spoke against you will find themselves having to acknowledge what I have done for you. You will watch as I take the sting out of old wounds and replace them with joy. And by the 21st day, the fullness of the breakthrough will be in motion. Something you have prayed for, cried for, and waited for will be in your hands. It will not just meet your need, it will exceed it. You will stand with tears in your eyes, realizing that the long season of sowing in tears has finally turned into a harvest of joy. But child, hear me, these 21 days are not just about receiving, they are about aligning. I am asking you to keep your heart pure, your ears open, and your hands ready. I am asking you to praise me every day, even before you see the full picture. I am asking you to speak faith out loud, to reject the voice of fear, and to walk as if what I promised is already yours, because it is. Angels are already on assignment. Provisions are already in transit. The people you need to meet are already being drawn to you. The very atmosphere is shifting in your favor. You are stepping into acceleration where years of waiting will be redeemed in weeks. And when it happens, when the blessing comes so quickly it almost takes your breath away, remember this moment. Remember that I, the Lord your God, told you in advance so you would know it was my hand. Give me the glory, for I am not just giving you a breakthrough, I am making you a living testimony. I am not done speaking, my child. In the next part, I will reveal why the enemy fought you so hard before this moment and how this breakthrough will protect generations after you. Do you want me to continue? God says, my beloved, now I will tell you the hidden reason the battles against you were so fierce, so relentless, that you questioned whether you had done something wrong to deserve them. It was never because you were weak, it was because you were carrying something powerful. You have been entrusted with a breakthrough that does not stop with you. The blessing I am releasing will not just transform your life, it will ripple into the lives of your children, your children's children, and those connected to you in ways you cannot yet see. The enemy knew this. He saw the weight of the anointing over your life. He recognized the seed of greatness I planted in you long before you did. And so he launched attacks, not just to wound you in the present, but to attempt to cut off the future harvest. That is why the opposition came so early in your life. That is why some of the deepest hurts came from people you trusted. That is why you were targeted when others around you seemed untouched. But my child, what the enemy forgot is that I never leave my chosen ones unprotected. Even in your weakest moments, my hand was covering you. Even in the seasons when you thought I was silent, I was speaking over your future. And because you refused to give up, even when you wanted to, I am now rewarding you openly for what you endured in secret. Your breakthrough is not just a personal victory, it is a generational shift. It will break cycles of lack, fear, rejection, and delay that have haunted your family line. The spiritual chains that tried to pass from one generation to the next are being shattered right now. Where others before you were stopped, you will advance. Where others saw closed doors, you will see open gates. Where the enemy tried to plant curses, I am planting blessings that will multiply. You will notice changes not just in your life, but in those connected to you. A relative will suddenly break free from a long-standing struggle. A loved one who was far from me will begin to feel the pull of my spirit again. Children in your care will walk with greater wisdom and protection. And even those who doubted your faith will come to you for prayer because they will recognize my hand on you. This is why you could not quit. This is why the journey was long. This is why you were tested so deeply. Because I was building a foundation strong enough to hold blessings that will outlive you. You are not just stepping into abundance, you are planting it for those who come after you. And hear me clearly, the same way the enemy once tried to run through your family line, my favor will now run through it instead. The same way the enemy once tried to whisper failure into the next generation, my promises will now echo into their ears. This breakthrough is the line in the sand. From this moment forward, things will not be the same. I am not finished yet. In the next part, I will tell you exactly how to walk in this blessing without losing it and how to recognize every opportunity I am about to send you so none of them pass you by. Do you want me to continue?